All right. Let me see. Flip this around. Oh, I almost hit the wrong thing. Oh. Well, top bunk is empty. A guy called me a couple hours ago, and he said he passed all the. I guess they go through another test. So he had to do a test on the computer. I think he said 30 or so questions. Yeah, kill all that noise. Yes, he had a couple questions that he had to answer, and he had to do a. So what did he have to do? There we go. He had to do a like a written test. What else? Oh, he had to do a written, a drive, and then he had to. I guess he had to back the truck up, and as you guys seen this morning, he was a little gassed from this morning. He had the opportunity to do a little bit of a practice run because he did 2 backs this morning. So when I seen that, I was like, yeah. Actually, he did 1. Did he do 1? He did 1 yesterday. Then he did two this morning. And so that was my biggest concern, was backing. And I mean, this is another moment. I mean, we had a heck of a weekend last weekend with my daughter and my new son-in-law. And so, what's up, Sean? And so then now we get to the end of this week, and my very first student has now graduated and or upgraded. I don't know what they call it. I was more concerned about myself, like, am I doing the right thing with the student as far as what I'm showing them? And so it got me feeling good because thank you. It's kind of it's a way of me grading myself, where if the student can go in, especially under the circumstances, we were rushed this week, so it was kind of hectic trying to get everything dialed in, get him back to Lathrop, get him off the truck, and then get him upstairs and let him do his thing. So they initially called me, and I was like, oh, here we go. But it was a question. It was something I didn't understand on the paperwork. So when I explained it to the safety guy, he was like, oh no. He said, no, you good. So got Kyrie tested out, put him on a truck, put him out on the road. Safety guy came back and said, hey, you did everything good. You signed off. So I was on my way down here to Europa Valley or Riverside or wherever I'm at, San Bernardino, something like that. And he called me, and so he's like, all right. He said, I got my truck. Well, he said, well, I passed. I'm like, okay, because again, I dropped him off like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. I didn't hear from him till almost 3. So they got him a truck, so he got his own truck now. So it's one of those things where I'm saying, okay, obviously I know what it is I'm doing. So I'm not privy to anything when you go upstairs. Because he was asking me questions. Hey, what is the test going to be about? What's this? And I was like, from my understanding, you got on my truck so I can show you what it is to be out here on this road. Yeah, he did that. So I told him I don't know anything. When I got hired, they didn't bring me on as a new. I didn't come on as a new employee. I came on as an experienced driver. So I did do a test drive, and I think I did an orientation. But the dude right here, when I did the test drive, he took me around the corner, told me back the truck up. He said, okay, you passed. So I was like, okay, done. So when my student was asking me those questions, I was like, it's a good and a bad thing. Because I told him, I said, in a situation like this, I don't want nobody getting off my truck feeling like they got the hookup. Because I'm not here to hook you up. I'm here to teach you. So I don't want to be giving you, hey, check it out, by the way, the answer to number 4 is this. No, I ain't doing none of that. So I'm probably gonna kind of smooth out my technique on my process, because we were all over the place. And then this last week, like I said, we were rushed. So the goal was I needed him to show me, and instead of me showing him how I was in the beginning, at the end, I sat over in the passenger seat, and I just sat there. I said, I ain't telling you nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not even getting out the truck. Just act like I'm not even here. You're doing the job, do it. And so that's what he did this week. Everything from Qualcomm to pre-planning, mapping, doing his empty call, doing his arrived at shipper, doing his loaded call, getting to the destination, doing his arrived at delivery or final destination, doing his empty call, so that's the process. When I see him doing that, he hop out. He started backing the truck up with no, I don't want to say no concern, but before it was real timid. Like he just sit out there. I said, you got to make a decision. Nobody's going to come in and say, oh, we see you having a hard time. Well, let me do it for you. No, this is your truck. That's your trailer. That's your spot. You got to make a decision. You got other trucks coming. These other trucks ain't going to be nice. These other drivers are, man, I almost said something, but they're not as courteous as they could be, especially when you can tell that a person is new. So I told him, I said, you're going to have to get in the mode of, I said, this is your company. There ain't nobody else sitting in this truck with you. So what that means is when you get to a spot, you got to make a decision. You're either going to do it or you're not. You're not going to do it, make the call. If you are going to do it, do it. So what started happening was he started depending less and less on me to say, okay, turn left, turn right. Okay, hold on, stop right there. Okay, pull forward. Okay, correct. Nope. That dude today, as y'all seen earlier, he whipped it. And I was like, you good. The other one, I said, okay, this is the final one. I'm not saying nothing. Put it in almost perfect. I said, okay, you got the secrets right there. Take your time, get out and look, go slow. And so that's what he did. So those are the things I'm counting on, is for him to continue to do that. And when he get about 30,000 miles, I'll probably reach back out to him and check on how he doing, see how he liking it, make sure, he ain't going crazy, because this job I've noticed is not for everybody. Even I have my days where it's like you do miss being at home. So it's one of the things that you gotta kind of settle in your heart. What do you want to do? So right now, even though you get those moments of like, yeah, I'm missing home, you gotta do something. You gotta make a decision. Is this a time to be home yet? So with somebody who ain't ever been away from home, those are things I got to check on him on, is making sure that, hey, are you good? Because you may get out there and find out that this ain't for you. So that's what I told him. I said, man, keep my number and stay in touch with me. If you got any questions, holler at me. Don't just be out there thinking that, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy, or I can't find nobody to give me the answer to what it is I'm needing or whatever. So I'm kind of in between. I'm happy, but kind of like, well, what's the next student gonna be like, or should I even take another student? That's probably the biggest thing that's on my mind right now. Is, yeah, in my opinion, I don't want to say I lucked out, but I was fortunate with my boy Kyrie. You don't know who's getting in and out your truck. Hey, you got to be able to sleep while they driving. And even though Kyrie was cool, Kyrie scared the hell out of me a couple times. You in this bunk and it just feel like you just in a free fall. I'm like, man, I get up. We coming out of Utah, man. Kyrie I didn't even know the speedometer could go that far. I said, man, if you don't slow down, I'm like, you see that red indicator? I said, you go catch a flag before you even get signed off. He like, oh. I said, no, oh hell. I said, slow down. So we've all done it. I mean, shoot, I got flagged my second week in this truck. I was moving, and my DL hit me. Hey man, he said, you need to go in there and tell them something, say something before they call you in. So I had to go and kind of eat a little bit of crow and own whatever it was I did, and let them know it never happened again. And that's just part of being accountable and being responsible. And it hasn't happened again. So at the same time, I'm sharing. See, where I'm mixed up at is, like I said, well, y'all don't really know because I was only sharing it with a close family. I was forced into being a mentor, and I didn't say, oh yeah, y'all, let me be a teacher, let me go show people. No, I wanted this job so I could be by myself. And a lot of y'all know me. Y'all know your boy is cool. I don't need to be around a whole bunch of people. I don't need to. Hey, look here. What you need me to do? I'll get it done. You know, I used to have a motto. You don't need to see me do the job to know that I did the job. So I'm cool with just being by myself. So my DLs and some other people, everybody everywhere I went. Hey, you ready to be a mentor? You ready to be a mentor? You ready? So I said, you know what? Let me see what this is all about. So I got in it. So they didn't give me no course like this is what you tell them. Nah, my driver leader told me, show him what it's like to live this life. So in other words, I mean, from when you're tired, how to find a safe place to park. You know, with us truck drivers, we probably have it the hardest because right about now, so pretty much everybody probably got the same weather. Like right now, I don't know how it is, but it's cloudy out here, which is strange because it was sunny up north. But times like this, you can forget about a truck stop. There's nowhere to park. Now, if your clock is run out, are you paying attention to your clock? You know, there's a lot of things you need to pay attention to. You know, did you skip a fuel stop, thinking that you can get there? Because I do that a lot. I try and save the company money, so I've always been able to kind of guesstimate. Oh, I can get there on this, and then that's what I do. So instead of throwing a bunch of gas in here, not necessarily wasting it, but it make the truck heavy. You might have some issues at the scales. So I'm like, you know what? I don't always need a full tank of gas. Depending on where I'm going, so I get there on a quarter tank. I could probably do 2 or 3 runs on a half a tank, and they like, dang, this dude saved gas on this trip, and this trip. Well, they look at that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm showing this guy. Nobody's telling, they didn't take me no classroom and be like, check it out. The answers from 1 through 13 is this. Nah. So my idea was, whatever it is they see in me, just emulate me. So if you do it like I'm doing it, then you should get the responses from them like I'm getting. And just keep it like that. And you look around 6 months from now, now you'll be able to say, okay, what you want to do. Do you want to try and go local? Keep your record clean? We pretty much covered everything under the sun, as far as my portion of what I know about this life. And I must have did something right. Like I said, he graduated. He got his truck. So now my hope is that, hey, he get out here and don't, you get a little rambunctious when you by yourself. And, he a young cat, so it's one of the things I'm hoping that he stay mature about it. Know that it is about taking care of business and then get chipped off. One thing we prided ourselves on was prided ourselves. One of them words, y'all know what I'm saying, was we could come into any terminal, and we like where I'm at right now. If I went into the truckers lounge, y'all, it's a gang of people in there. It's always a gang of people in there. Not that many people here getting their trucks worked on. So what that means is them is bottom feeders. Like they don't trust their ass with with a wet napkin. So y'all sit here, cause so what they do is they dish out all the runs, all the loads. Like right now where I'm at, they say they underbooked, which means it ain't no if I went into the trucker lounge right now and y'all see all the people sitting there, them people gonna be sitting there till Monday. I was on the freeway 2 hours away, and boom, they hit my Qualcomm. But since now they removed my student, well, I better not say this on air. But anyway, they had to call me. So I got a call and they said, "Hey, did you get the Qualcomm? Or did you get the load info?" And I was like, "Nah, because I'm driving." And I'm driving. It's raining and there's a bunch of traffic, and I'm driving. What kind of dumbass question was that? So anyway, they was like, "Well, hey, because where you're going, they're underbooked. We gonna give you a load right now." That's how it's always been with me from day one. I don't spend time if I'm at a terminal, it's because I want to be there, meaning I'm shutting down and it's a safe place to park, and I ain't got to worry about being out here trying to find a spot. Or it's bad when you got to try and find a street next to the spot where you delivering. That's really bad, and it's dangerous. So if I want to be at a terminal, that's what I'll do. So what he noticed was every time we come in, if we came in, boom, turn around, this thing chiming off, we got another load. And so that's what he asked one time. He said, well, what's up with all the people sitting there? I said, they must be doing something wrong. Because truthfully, the company not really going to fire you, but they can put you in a situation where you'll quit. Because if you're not rolling, like they say, the slogan is, you turning because you earning, or something like that. You know, turn and earn. What that means is the wheels is turning, so you earning. If you sitting in that trucker's lounge, you ain't earning. If you at home, you ain't earning. No, you got to be in a truck moving. You better be going to a load or dropping a load off. If you not, well, now you starving. And so that's what I mean by they have ways, like not coming out saying, you know what, hey, you know, you're really not making the cut with us, you're fired. No, they just let you sit in that trucker's lounge. You go sit over there. Man, if I'm in a trucker's lounge, well, no, they know me. I'll catch a Greyhound. If something's going on, y'all call me when y'all ready for me. I'll be at home if I'm going to sit somewhere like that, like 2 or 3 days. So these dudes sitting here. I mean, and they got a TV up in there, but man, they just up in there just. I'm like, if it's that bad, it's two things. You need to talk to somebody and get your act straight, or you need to move on. So I'm just glad that's not me. And I'm hoping my student understands, don't let that be him. So it's a good day. I'm kind of in between, like I said. Can't really go have a brew and celebrate. But at the same time, don't need that. And it's just all good to know that, okay, it's somebody that got off my truck, has knowledge, and now I just look forward to, you know, getting a phone call from him saying, hey, man, I just knocked down my 30,000 miles, or I finally got my new truck, or I'm in this lane, or, you know, something like that. Or who knows, maybe that dude might pick up and be a mentor, because he's not dumb by far, you know, and that's what this company needs. They really need people with good hearts that can communicate properly and demonstrate and get these new people taught. Now the only concern is, who are these new people, you know? So that's my position right now is they had already asked me, okay, you ready for another student? Like I guess I had to bone out today because I was kind of stuck. They put me on a load, which I was trying to get to Arizona by today, but when it started raining on the Grapevine, that was it for me. And then all the traffic slowed up. And then once I hit this 210, it was lights out. I mean, it took me 2 hours to get from Castaic, which is like by Magic Mountain, to the 210, like to Ontario. That's ridiculous. But that's just how it is out here, you know. So I missed that, so they had the T call me. So hopefully I still get to go to Arizona. I got some family I need to check on out there. But dang, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, but they need people to train these new people right, and then they'll get their reputation turned around. So I don't know. I guess I'm on board with turning the reputation around. So it feels good, and I guess we'll know in a couple days if I'm gonna pick up a student or not. Because that's what I was saying. They wanted me to pick one up today, and I was like, nah, y'all, give me a minute. I'll holler at y'all next week. So, you know, we'll see what's going on. We'll see where the Lord leads me with that, because I'm not a big, you know, just, hey, anybody just jump on the truck. Nah, that ain't gonna fly. So if you give me the heebie-jeebies, you ain't getting on my truck. So, all right, man. I know y'all probably seen my video earlier, so I just want to follow up with the results of my student. So, good looking. Yeah, Sean. Thank you. Reggie, what's up, man? Reggie Farmer. Yeah, that's I think it was his birthday the other day. Oh, one of the Woodbine OGs, Nike crew. So I'm gonna go and actually I need to try and get me a couple things for my truck. So I'm gonna get on that. If y'all having a cold one, have a cold one for your boy. I gotta get up around 3 o'clock and roll out. So y'all have a good evening, and I'll keep you guys posted on this whole mentor thing. All right, Good night. Yeah, that.